thank you for staying with us on the Pulse. Time now for the sport. I'm Gary Al Smith, and today we are counting down. I know it's a long countdown, but the Women's African Cup of Nations is in 8 months, in November, and already Ghana is beginning preparations. The launch was done a couple of days ago, and we do have Baba Tando of the Joy Sports Desk with us in studio. Today, she'll be wearing a different hat as well as, it's great to have somebody from in-house who is part of the preparations for the Cup of Nations. So Baba, you are wearing the Joy Sports Desk hat here, and then
the AFCON,
LOC, you know, hats there. So tell us, I mean, we've seen the logo, that's it on our television. They're very, very nice. Is that Kente we see?
Yes, that's Kente.
Yeah, it's very cool. It has a Ghanaian feel about it, and it says we can do it, Women Africa Cup of Nations Ghana.
Obviously, yes, so the theme is we can do it, women proud of our own. Basically, you know, we're just selling out the message that indeed we know that you men are scared of us because you know our potential.
Yeah.
If you indeed leave the world to us for one day, you don't know what's going to happen. So we can do it, and we are proud of our own. So last Friday, as you said rightly, the launch was done. Basically, the launch was to tell the whole world that we are ready to actually host the rest of Africa. You know, it's 8 teams going to take part in this tournament. Ghana has already qualified by virtue of being hosts. The rest of the countries would be selected through qualifiers, which will be played, you know, as time goes on. The tournament starts on 17th of November, so we're sure that by September we're going to know the other 7 teams that will be joining Ghana. And so the first phase was to roll out was to launch, and then also to raise a few, you know, some money to support, you know, the LOC in its preparations. Remember that this is just for the LOC.
The local organizing committee.
The local organizing committee. The Black Queens one will come, but in the next four weeks or so, we're going to be unveiling the official mascot, and then also the official website where you can go visit for everything you need to know about the 2018 Total CAF Women's Cup of Nations. So last Friday we raised a few funds, some funds, you know, for the local organizing committee, you know, to set up an office and, you know, do the day-to-day administration, including, you know, bringing out the mascot and all of that. There's quite a lot of things to be done before we get ready for the tournament in November. So we'll be doing things in phases. So I've heard a lot of comments, you know, saying that the launch was rushed and all of that. That's not the case. The case is that we're doing things in phases. Phase 1 was a launch, which is done. We've shown our readiness, our preparedness to host the rest of Africa, and, you know, to put together a very beautiful showpiece from November 17th to December 1. So the rest will follow in due course. Right.
So the other thing is that, I mean, we've known for a while that Ghana is going to host the African Cup of Nations, and what a lot of people will say is that the buzz. I mean, they don't care whether it's done in phases, or they just want to feel that, yeah, something is going on, even if the LOC launches 2 months to time. They want to feel the buzz from now.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of
so
time.
Basically, what we're doing to bring out the buzz, to set up, you know, the whole euphoria, we're going to be engaging in certain activations. So we're going to have like drama competitions. We're going to have sports the mascot and win. We're going to have a lot of things. I mean, things just to, you know, to put the tournament out there to the people, to whip up, you know, interest, to ensure that when the tournament indeed starts, people will come to the stadium, or they will come to the stadia. We're using the Accra Sports Stadium as the main venue for 4 countries, and then the Cape Coast Stadium also for the next 4 countries. So we want people to come and feel the stadia. And we saw what happened in 2008, you know, when Ghana was hosting the rest of Africa for the AFCON. We saw that we want to achieve that and possibly beat that. And we're sure that with all these activations that we're going to be doing, it's possible we can get there. And also the LOC chairperson, Madam Frida Prempe, she also wants to raise the bar so high that the next country that Ghana will pass the baton on to might find it difficult, you know, to be at par with us when it comes to, you know, before, during, and probably after, you know, the whole tournament. Right.
Thank you, Baba, because, I mean, and that point is critical, especially as we saw the last host of the Women's African Cup. Cameroon did an amazing job. Almost every game, especially getting to the end, was filled, even during the group stages.
Exactly.
You know,
that's
so
exactly
we have a high bar too.
The bar has actually been raised high already, and Madam Frida Prempe wants to raise it higher. So you can imagine, you can only imagine what's going to happen.
And
we're reaching out to everybody. We're reaching out to students, to corporate Ghana. We're reaching out to, you know, the security sector. We're reaching out to everybody. We want to make sure that everybody is a part of this tournament, such that, like I said, the 2 stadia will be filled each time there's a game going on. It doesn't matter whether it's Ghana playing or not. We want to fill the stadium.
Thank you, Baba. We appreciate it. So the Women's African Cup of Nations is on the 17th of November, and as we like to do, we like to begin everything early. Can you feel the buzz already? If you can't, Baba is assuring us that we should be feeling it very soon. That's the sport for now. 8:30, we'll be here to update you on what's happening around the world, especially where international friendlies are concerned in the coming days.